The Georgia Guidestone, folks. We've been telling everybody. I mean, there's been so many videos done on them, and there's still people in this country that didn't even know they existed. The Georgia Guidestones down in Georgia. Now, a lot of things come out of Georgia. Jekyll Island. A lot of evil come out of Jekyll Island. Uh, but these stones were put in back in the 80s, folks, I believe it was. If I'm wrong on the date, old man shit. I used to have all this stuff memorized. But it was put in by a bank. The bank had finance, or the bank, that this bank, whoever paid for it didn't want anybody to know who they was. And if you find out a site that you can read what's on them, you'll understand why whoever did it didn't want to be recognized for it. But these guidestones, there's four of them. I think they stand about 16 or 20 foot tall, something like that. Four of them with a capstone on top. Now, each side of each one of these stones had the same thing carved into the stone. I mean, it was carved. It was meant to last. On each side of this stone, it was in a different language. So there was 8 languages used. That all said the same thing. This was basically your New World Order rules. On them, on each one of these stones in 8 different languages, it stated that the Earth population should be kept at 500 million or less. Oh, yeah. 500 million or less people. They claim there's 6.8 billion or 7 billion people on this earth. They want to knock it down to 500 million. If there's 7 billion people on this earth, folks, and they want to knock it down to 500 million, they have to kill all 6.5 billion people. Now, do you understand what their agenda is? They carved it in stone. 8 different languages. And it's sat there since the 80s. Somehow, part of it got blown up. Which made it unsafe, so they ended up having to tear the whole thing down. Makes no sense to me. Now, I haven't heard them making any claims to any arrest on who blew the shit up. Evidently, they don't know, or they claim not to know. Now, this place had cameras on it at all times. If there was anybody that brought a bag in or something that might have had a bomb in it or planted some kind of device around it, they would have done it on video. Why isn't anybody being claimed to be being looked for or anything? Why haven't they even shown the video of the person that planted the device or the bag or whatever it was? A lot of questions need to be answered over the whole thing. Now, some people claim that when this thing was built, there was something that was actually buried under it. under it. And that's at a certain point in time, those who know about it would dig this up, whatever it is or was. Well, this little explosion caused people to go out there and look at it, said it was beyond any kind of repair, so they had to tear the whole thing down. What does that involve when you're talking these big stones? It's going to take some heavy equipment, stuff, digging equipment and shit. Get that shit out of there. Digging equipment. What was under that, folks? What was under it? You got to wonder just how deep the evil goes. You got to wonder. What are they up to, folks? All of a sudden, the CERN that hasn't been turned on in I don't know how long they said it's been since that thing was turned on last. The CERN gets fired up at about the same damn time this Georgia Guidestone gets cracked. What was under? Better find God, folks. Better find God. The stuff that's going on this earth is just pure evil. And it says that in the Bible that if Jesus doesn't come back, when he does, there would be no more flesh left on the earth for him to save. Now, I've thought about that flesh word, the way they use flesh in there, and thought, what could they mean by that? Could that mean flesh of righteous? There will be no more righteous flesh on this earth? Or could it be there would be no more flesh, meaning us at all? Is that what that Bible means? Well, with everything they're doing, I'm beginning to believe the word flesh in there means there would be no more humans left on this earth. What do you guys think? You guys, God loves you. I love you as well. These are just things I think about. Throwing them at you so I don't think about this stuff all by myself. How you like me now? You guys have a good day. Till the next one.